You do not have to be in the gym for 2+ hours to get an effective workout. I promise you don't. In today's video, I'm going to take you guys through a quick 30-minute workout. Most people don't have the time to be in the gym 7 days a week, 2 hours a day. That's doing entirely too much. I know we've been told that that's what it takes to be fit. That's what it takes to be a gym girly. If you're not doing that, you're not dedicated. That's what we get told, but that is not at all true. So I'm starting this workout with a less than 5-minute warm-up. Now this is actually how all my workouts start. I always start my workouts with a short 5-minute, sometimes less warm-up. You definitely want to warm up, but it doesn't have to take 20-30 minutes. A waste of time. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the structure of this workout. When I am trying to get in and out as quickly as possible, I love to utilize supersets. So a superset is when you do 2 exercises back to back. So in today's workout, I am starting with a heel elevated goblet squat. And then in a moment, you are going to see me pairing it with a seated shoulder press. Now I'm going to go straight from my squats right into my shoulder press, no rest. And then I'm going to rest afterwards. And I'm going to take a rest period of about 2 to 3 minutes. Now I am huge on taking long rest periods. And typically, if I was just doing these exercises one at a time, I would take plenty of rest in between. But since today we are focusing on efficiency, getting in and out, we are going to eliminate that rest period in between the 2 exercises. Now, for me, I love to set up my supersets with 1 upper body and 1 lower body exercise. You can do it different ways, but this is my ideal way. And I really like to set it up this way just because this is going to ensure that I can get the most out of my exercises as I possibly can, since I am eliminating that rest period. Now, if I were going to pair together 2 lower body exercises or 2 upper body exercises, because I am doing a superset and not getting that rest in between exercises, my body is not getting time to rest and recover so that I can put my all into the next exercise. When I pair together an upper body and a lower body, while I'm doing my upper body, my lower body can rest and vice versa. So while it's not necessarily wrong to pair together 2 upper bodies or 2 lower bodies, this is just the way I personally prefer to do it. Now, another tip that I would give for doing supersets is I would not pair together 2 heavy strength exercises. So I would never say pair a super heavy barbell back squat with a heavy barbell bench press. Those are just 2 things that I would never superset. Those really need to be done in isolation, alone, so you can get that proper rest and recovery, and you can really, really push that weight, because that is the point of doing strength exercises like that. So just to talk a little bit more about the structure of this particular workout, I'm going to do 2 supersets. So I'm doing the superset that you're seeing right now, the heel elevated dumbbell goblet squats, and of course the shoulder press that you've seen. I'm going to follow this up with a second superset. Now, I did make a little bit of a programming mistake. It is not the end of the world, but this is typically not the way I like to program things. But I'm having a little bit of an ADHD moment. So before I continue on with this story, I want y'all to watch this set. I want you to see how hard I'm pushing and the ugly faces that I'm making. That means I'm training hard. And if you don't ever make these faces ever in your workouts, I can tell you right now, you're not training hard enough. So if you're not making ugly faces, train harder, do more. You got this, push it. Anyway, back to the story. So I made a little bit of a mistake in this second superset that you're going to see. So here you see I'm doing a lying hack squat. I really like that our leg press turns into a hack squat. That's pretty cool. But this is redundant because I have already done heel elevated squats, and I'm doing another variation of this movement that is simply just a squat on my back. So for me, that is redundancy. I should have tried something different, like an RDL, a hip thrust, another lower body exercise that was not a squat movement pattern. Now, is this the end of the world? No, it's not. But I am all about efficiency. Less is more to me. So if I can get my results in as little time as possible with as little exercises as possible, I want to do that. And as long as I am pushing myself, training hard, training close to failure, progressively overloading, I don't need both of those exercises in one session. All right, and exercise number 2 of this superset is going to be a lat pull down. This is going to be for my back. Now, as you noticed in the first superset, I did a shoulder press. Now, this is an example of something that is not redundant, because in my first superset, like I said, I did the shoulder press for my shoulders. This is still upper body, but I'm doing a different muscle group of my upper body, which is my back. That is a good example of how I would like to structure my supersets. Now, if in the first superset, I would have kept my seated shoulder press, and then in the second superset, instead of doing lat pull downs, if I did something like a barbell overhead press, that would be redundant. Those were essentially the same exercises, just using different equipment. And when we're trying to get in and out of the gym, when we're trying to be efficient, that is not a good idea. So at this point of the workout, I have done 4 exercises. 2 exercises in the first superset, 2 in the second superset. And after this superset, I only have 1 more exercise. So this is going to be a total of 5 exercises in this workout. And some of y'all are probably like, what? What do you mean only 5 exercises? I thought you were supposed to do 8 or 10 or 12, but absolutely not. This is another example of less is more. And even when I'm not in a super rush to get in and out of the gym, I still only do about 5 exercises most of the time, sometimes maybe 6, just depends. But you do not need 1,000,001 exercises in your workout routines for it to be effective, I promise you. Me, as well as my clients, have been getting amazing results off just 5 or 6 exercises per session for years. All right, so for my last exercise here, I'm doing a little bit of conditioning, a little bit of strength, a little bit of power, full body with this sled push. And then once I get down all the way to the end of the turf, I am then going to pull it back. And like I said, this is pretty much using your entire body, upper body, lower body, core. It gets your heart rate up. I love this as a finisher. Sometimes when I'm doing a super quick workout like this, I will replace something like this sled push maybe with a core workout or another similar conditioning exercise that's going to work my full body that also gets my heart rate up. Maybe something like a medicine ball slam. So this was a super well-rounded full body workout, and it was quick. I got in and out. Now, every single one of my workouts is not like this. I recently quit my full-time job, so I have a lot more time to dedicate to training. But even when I am not doing a session like this, I'm still focused on efficiency. I'm still focused on making sure that I'm not spending too much time in the gym because your girl still has other stuff to do. So I am still in and out of the gym in about an hour, maybe a little over an hour, especially if I'm like adding cardio at the end. I'll be in the gym probably about an hour and a half, which I think is still great, especially considering I'm lifting and doing cardio in the same session. All right, and that is going to bring us towards the end of this video. I hope I gave you guys some really good tips, some really good information about how to make sure that you are getting in and out of the gym in an efficient and quick manner. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for hanging in. Don't forget to do all that good stuff, like, subscribe, share with a friend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!